Okay, let's get these axles out now that we've got the differential opened up. Go ahead and just give it a nice little lift and pull through. And, ooh, nasty. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Above Oblivion, and welcome back to my ever-growing Jeep project. So, today we're going to be tackling a big one. The front differential. Let's turn our flashlight on here so it's a little easier to see. But we're going to tackle the front differential. We're just going to ignore those leaky things. The big one that we're actually after is we're going to do the front differential. We're going to get the fluid changed, but we've got an issue. So as you can see over here, the knuckle here is a bit wet, and it's coming from the axle tube. So we need to replace some axle seals, and that means pretty much tearing apart this entire front axle. And of course I got the right here to help me, as you guys have seen from the first video, and yeah, he's acting very photogenic today. So luckily the other side isn't leaking, but while we're in there we'll put a new seal in anyway. And yeah, it's gonna be fun, especially with all the grime and dirt and stuff here. Alright guys, as you can see, Rye is off to the side here and he's safe and sound. I'm going to actually be jacking this vehicle up using my new jack I just purchased, and we'll go ahead and unbolt the wheels, and then we'll jack it up, take them off. It's got some spacers, things like that, and of course they are tight because of the lug nuts. So let's go ahead and give it a push. There we go. Ah yes, the breaker bar, perfect. Right behind the camera, so if you guys hearing clicking and clanging, he's just playing with tools and being a typical 3-year-old. Wow, that's on there good. Alright, so let's see, let's get all these off. My god, that's on there good. Alright, let's see here. I've never actually bent the breaker bar to get a bolt off. Oh, that was on there. Oh my goodness, hopefully nothing broke. That was on there good. I don't know what they used to put that on, but Alright, Joel, I need to know, did you have a curious case of the old man strength when you put these spacers on? Because man, I'm struggling to get these off, even with this 2-foot breaker bar fully extended. I even got Riker laughing at me for it. So, but they're slowly coming off. It's just, holy Lord, how did you manage to get those on? All right, so we got one spacer off and one tire. Everything's good. No problems. Just I wedged a wrench in between the rotor and the brake caliper, and everything came unbolted. Had to use the breaker bar and a nice amount of strength, but no big deal. It's off now. Riker's over there playing with tape. So, yeah, now on to the other one. As you guys look into here, we're going to remove that bolt, this one right here, to get the caliper off. and there should be one at the bottom here. Yep, that one right there. This one in the middle goes to your brake line. Do not remove that unless you're going to be changing out your caliper or something. But that bolt down there, and this one right here up top, we're going to change out. We got you on the inside of the wheel well here, rise right here, with playing with another GoPro suction attachment that you put on a window or whatever. But all right, so when you get this brake off, this caliper, I've already undone the 2 bolts that we needed to. Now I just gotta pry the thing off, but it's being stubborn and doesn't want to quite budge. So we'll see if we can't persuade it a little bit with this persuading screwdriver. Okay. Oh, here it goes. All right. Finally. I've been fighting this thing for a little bit. All right, guys. The moment. There we go. All right, brakes are off. Actually, those look pretty decent. We're gonna go ahead and set this on the control arm here. I'm gonna rotate it around so it kind of hugs it. Yeah, it's suction mount, bud.
This is the right.
Alright, well, I couldn't find any bungee cords, so I guess I'll just use part of this tie strap. I don't know what else to do, and I really don't want the caliper to fall and end up being damaged, so better to catch it with something than nothing. So we'll just go ahead and use this red tie strap I've got. Okay, well, let's see if we can get this loose. As you can see, it's extremely rusty. There's no anti-seize on anything here. Luckily, I think my buddy Joel had a bunch of anti-seize on some of this stuff. Looks like a copper kind. So we got some Loosener 9000 here, and we're going to give that a little spray. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. And some needed nose pliers for the cotter pin and everything in there. And I went and grabbed one more lug nut actually to put the the rotor back on, so that when we go to move things, it'll give us a little bit less spin. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. Put this nut back on. We'll give her a good tighten. Luckily, the rotor wasn't frozen to the hub. That would have been fun to deal with. Okay, I think that's good. Let's give this a little bit of a spray.
Yeah.
Let that soak in. Get some on the bottom here too. Well, we don't really want that on the hub, on the rotor. And we'll get a little bit back behind the axle nut. Like that. Good thing I have some new cotter pins and stuff ordered, new axle nuts, all that stuff, because if I destroy this stuff, it's not going to be a big deal. It was like $7 for, you know, a new washer, nut, cover, and cotter pin, so I'm not too upset. Rise over there eating his Scooby snacks. I probably can't see him because the background's so washed out. Yeah, it's in there good, and there's lots of rust, so it's not wanting to come free. Let's do my trick, since I was smart enough to actually put the lug nut in, but no wrench. It might help us from spinning. Nope, didn't work. Someday it'll come out. Someday. Okay, we got the cotter pin and the retaining bracket and tension washer, all that stuff off. And it's saturated in WD-40, so hopefully that'll come off. So now I get to try that 2-foot breaker bar with a 36mm socket, which was like $10 on Amazon. So let's see if we can get this nut off, this axle nut. And cue the time lapse, because I think this is going to take a minute. Okay guys, so I just got done hammering away at this wheel hub. Whew, that was a workout. So check it out. So wheel hub's off. I destroyed the thing. It was so rusted in there I couldn't just pull it out. And there's a trick where you can put one of those bolts in and hammer it from the back with the socket, but this thing just wasn't budging. So I thought rubber mallet would be more than enough. It wasn't. I pulled out my biggest hammer I've got, which is this carpenter hammer meant for like roofing, and just went to town. You should have seen me. I was like Paul Bunyan or something, trying to chop a tree down. Swinging as hard as I could, as wide as I could, without hitting the Jeep. That's just one. I gotta do another one. Alright. Let's get the next one going. Okay, let's get these axles out now that we've got the differential opened up. Go ahead and just give it a nice little lift and pull through. And, ooh, nasty. All right. Splines look okay. Axle looks okay. We're probably gonna replace these U-joints. And I'm sure that's gonna be a bugger. Not too bad overall though. They're not rusted and pitted too bad. There's a little bit right here, but that could be cleaned up. I'm going to use my leftover box here. To try and protect everything a little bit. Keep it all kind of organized. Wow. Metal, metal, metal. Okay, let's go past the noisy air conditioner that wants to turn on every time I film. And let's pull this side, which this side's gonna be a lot messier because it's the one that was leaking. And it definitely has more rust. These joints look alright on these actually. I'm gonna replace them like I said though. So, splines look alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's go put this with the other one.